So, what's a Tesla Model 3 like on track? We'll find out. Certainly you've got to enjoy the acceleration side of it. But I'm going straight onto a track day here, surrounded with Porsches, Ferraris. It's not exactly its element for this car. However, you know what? It's not that bad. I think I'll let the McLaren GT3 RS past. I'm not convinced how good the brakes are, or frankly how good the handling is. And it's certainly surreal. Yeah, handling is still its weakness, let's be fair. Come on. Let's let a GTR past. Certainly quick in a straight line, but it's not really designed to have, you know what, it ain't bad really. It's a bit of a holding on job to some extent. Let's get this guy past. Yeah, the brakes are the weakness, straight away we can figure that out. But coming through corners isn't too bad. And the problem with all these cars obviously is that I'm a standard set of seats and it's not holding you in at all. My big issue is obviously holding onto the steering wheel to save myself actually even falling out of the car, which isn't very easy. Also, I've got to make sure I'm trying to keep out of people's way, which also I'm conscious of doing. End of the day, this is an electric car, it's not a race car. But it's pretty quick, you have to give it that. Not convinced by the brakes. I've got regen braking on at the moment, which is what Tesla think is to do. God's sake, fuck off, now the phone's going. Oh yes, not convinced by that. Come on, you're on the outside of me. This is definitely a straight line car, but it's certainly good fun. I mean, it's the maddest car on track I've driven. We're doing 140 down Hanger Straight, well 125 maybe. Brakes I can smell already. Definitely go to the stiff anti-roll bar setting because you can feel the roll of the car. But yeah, brakes are the issue, definitely. These brakes have gone already. I've already done the lap. But then it's not a track car, let's be fair. We shouldn't be measuring this like a track car because it's not one. Because I'm trying not to get in the way of people on track, and this is very much a straight line car. So I'm holding up people in the corners, but then in the straights I'm actually just as quick as some of these other cars, which makes life complicated really. Yeah, I think the brakes have properly had their fun now. Tyres don't squeal though. which is nice. Oh, bloody hell, you can't move it in there. Yeah, I think it's safe to say the tyres are probably past their best now. But it is jolly fun. This poor little Janessa can't get past me. Yeah, brakes. Yeah, brakes are definitely gone now. Fuck. Yeah. Brake temperature too high. I think I killed it. Right, so before I do actually die, I think it's safe to say that the Tesla is great fun on track, but the brakes are not going to survive. Yeah, lots of flashy warning lights on brakes now, so oh well. Okay, so don't ordinarily drive a car around circuit without my helmet on. But I'm not actually on the circuit at the moment, I'm actually driving around the outer paddock because all the brakes caught fire. Which obviously is not overly good for a track event. Impressively enough, I got nearly 2 laps out of Silverstone GP circuit before they caught fire. So now I'm driving around the circle trying to get them a bit cooler because they're still smoking. So I might need to put some new brake pads on this thing. Now I do know there are a variety of options of brake pads available. We will talk to a few suppliers in terms of the hows and wherefores. So we'll have a look, but there's certainly an improvement to be made out of those, and there's all kinds of brake kits. But we haven't done this car to be a track day car. You know, we have lots of McLarens to do stuff like that with. But we've done this and it's to go for the handling side of it. So the purpose of today was to try out the handling in different levels. And what, again, on this particular car, we have a set of unplugged lowering springs, their lowest level, and also a set of their anti-roll bars, stiff anti-roll bars, which I found on the road are significantly better in terms of roll and improving the handling without any degradation of ride, which the springs do. And so what we've done today, and today is the last session of the day, is to go stiffer and stiffer anti-roll bars. So we're now on the stiffest settings of the unplug anti-roll bars, and it is better. I'm going to try out on the road now with the stiffer anti-setup on the anti-roll bars, but really we're going to see how we get on with them in terms of road afterwards. But on for track work, certainly it's made it quite fun. And it's quite interesting about the car is that you're out on track, and I'm out on track with McLarens and Ferraris and Porsches and race cars and stuff. And for the bit that this car is good for, and let's face it, it's not a track car, the coming out of corners, the traction, it hooks up. Absolutely great fun. And you see some of the cars behind who are calling all over you through the corners, obviously. And then you get to the exit of the corner and you nail it. And you can see them you can see their faces through the helmets going, whoa, where'd he go? Granted, we're not going very far. So again, it sums up this car. It is very much a sort of slow to medium speed pickup acceleration, great fun. Not really a track day car, that's the purpose of it. I can certainly see ripping out the weight, decent set of brakes on it, this would be quite good fun. Now, power usage on track. I've done 2 laps of Silverstone and I've used 26% of battery. So that would suggest that if you're out on a track day and you're doing 10, 12 laps, track days are going to need to have superchargers put in place. So there's a little deal for Silverstone. Stick some superchargers in, then you'll get some Teslas. That's the other thing about track days on electric cars. We had to ask permission to take the Tesla on Silverstone. They were quite happy with it. Electric car, fires, risk, that kind of stuff. They just wanted to know it was out there, which seems reasonable in the circumstances, because obviously in the event of a crash, it's a highly charged car. You need the safety protocols to go around. You can't necessarily hook a strap to it and then pull it out of gravel. Now, fortunately, I've not put it in the gravel, which is good. So something to consider. But overall, that was good fun. I drive on track a lot, and I retired from racing some years ago, but it was quite a giggle. And I'm not often you drive around and have a big grin in your face, albeit for the 1.5 laps I got before it flashed up, brakes overheated, and I then lost all brakes entirely going into cops, which I wouldn't want to do again. So yeah, good fun. Now, is anyone with their Model 3 going to take it on track? Probably not. Is it interesting? I hope to actually see what it's like on track. I would hope so. Thank you for watching this part of it. We'll start doing more testing and more bits as well, but I thought Tesla on track, not many have been out there, it's worthwhile sharing for everybody. So hope that was fun. See you again soon. Cheers.